Hey guys, it's Ingrid and I have another quick one product review for you today. This is the Curlsmith Shake and Shine. It's a curl refreshing spray. Whether or not you have waves, tight curls, loose curls, whatever you got going on in your textured hair, this is said to bring back your wash day style and to provide shine, and it doesn't say anything about hold, but wash day style to me means bringing back some of that hold of the original product that you put in. So if you're interested in trying this out, I would stick around because Curlsmith has been getting my attention lately. And the reason is because as the weather has changed and it's become a lot more humid, the Davines cream gel that I usually use as my go-to has not been enough to deal with the humidity. Mine goes completely flat. It is not attractive. So usually what I have to do is a regular curl cream product layered up with a stronger gel. So I have been doing that. Curlsmith has been my go-to for it. I've even dabbled a little bit in their shampoo and conditioner. It's not cheap, but you can usually find it at places like Marshall's or TJ Maxx and get a little bit off of their normal price. I think it's worth it. So far this time of year, it is really performing well for me. But if you want to see what this does compared to my normal Flairosol style make at home water and conditioner refresher spray, stick around because you're going to see which side of my hair has which product in it and tell me if you notice any difference at all. If you think it's worth the price tag, let's do it now because I have thoughts. They are short and to the point, like my first marriage. Let's go. Okay, so I have showered and put my makeup on. I'm dressed, ready to go. The only thing left to do is my hair. So let's look at what that looks like. First though, if you're a sick freak like me and you're interested in a scar update, there we go. This is my discectomy and spinal fusion scar right here. It's nice and flattened out a little bit more. Still some bumps. It's from the internal stitches, and the shading of the skin in the area is starting to return to kind of normal of what looks like the rest of my neck. So I'm pleased with it. You know, it's baby steps. This was a major surgery that I'm recovering from. So that's that. I have hair to take down and show you. I haven't done anything yet with this at all. This is what we're dealing with when I get up in the morning. Sometimes it's sticking straight out, sometimes it's pulled out kind of straight, or some weird bumps are going on in there. So I need to do some kind of refresh. Now what I normally do is I take a continuous spray bottle. I just get these on Amazon. They're Flairosol type of bottles. You could search for it by that, but it's just kind of a slow mist bottle, and I'll show you what it looks like, what I put in here, what I use as my homemade refreshing spray, and I've used for years and really not had much of a problem with. But for some reason, this Curlsmith one just kind of, it got my attention. I've used it only one time. I don't have a whole lot of thoughts on it yet, but let's see with you a side-by-side comparison of doing half of my hair with my homemade formula that I've been using for years and the Curlsmith Shake and Shine. Okay, so I'm just kind of dividing my hair in half, and I'm gonna do, this side looks more stretched out right now, so I'm going to do this with the Curlsmith side. Before I start that though, let me read to you real quick directly from the website what it says it does. The Curlsmith Shake and Shine Refresh, Moisturize, and Define. A fine, lightweight, curl refreshing mist that locks moisture in the hair fiber and delivers balanced moisture protection, providing up to 41% increase in moisturization. It says it's enriched with 7 types of hyaluronic acid, uniquely formulated to contain, okay, that's a lot of science I'm not going to read about. And also seaweed. Says it's going to reactivate curls, instantly refreshing them, and deliver long-lasting frizz control for up to 24 hours. It's for all curl types of hair. Doesn't matter if you're curly, wavy, super fine, thick, it doesn't matter. It's like, just put it in your hair. How to feed your curls. Shake well. So we're going to go in here and just go evenly across the outside layer, the underside layer, and then I'm even going to lift up kind of in between and just do a little there. I'm not saturating it with the product, but I am putting a lot on there. Directions actually say to go over what you've sprayed with the praying hands method. You've seen me do this before in different hair videos for product application. So let's see what it does for this. And then we're just gonna kind of scrunch it in and try to reactivate those curls. It actually says online that you can go in and do finger styling as well, finger coiling of your curls. If you're not familiar with that, I'll show you a little bit of doing that on maybe a couple pieces. It's not something I normally do, but before I ever even get back into that, let me just say, this is where we're at now with this side. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know that it's super different from the results that I normally get. Let's take this piece that's really stretched out, give it a little bit more. Okay, praying hands over it, and then we're gonna kind of do a little finger spiraling. Some people do this all over their head, and I don't know how you have time for that. I'm not. I will not. I do not. But let's just see how this responds to that, because it says you can. And you don't need to take a dryer to it or anything. You could. All right, so that's kind of where that is, but you want to let it air dry. Well, the directions say to air dry. It's what I would do anyway. And if you put too much on there, you can go in there with your diffuser attached, cup your hair down in the diffuser, bring it up towards your scalp, and then just hold it there just for a couple of seconds. Your hair doesn't need to be exposed to the heat so much like you normally would when you're drying if you use heat. All right, so that's that side. I think it's kind of citrusy, but not strong. So that's the Curlsmith side. And then I'll show you a little video on the side here of what it looks like when I make my own hair refreshing formula at home while I'm spraying here. I definitely need to refill this. So I'm just doing the same thing. I'm kind of going over the outside section. If I didn't mention, my hair is 2 days post-wash. Definitely need to make more of this. I don't usually use a whole lot. I just go over the outside part of it, the underside part of it, and then any areas that I think need a little bit more. Like sometimes what I would call my bangs, the front section of my hair, need a little bit more. And then I'll go over it like that, doing again that praying hands method. And then sometimes if it's really needy, I'll put just a little of this in the palm of my hand along with some gel. Mix that together and go over praying hands again. My whole interest in trying this new stuff is to prevent frizz, because it's that time of year, y'all, and it is humid outside. It was super humid in Florida. I think that's probably why this got my attention, is because I was noticing it so much more down there. They got me. Anyway, there we are with this side. Do we see much of a difference? Do you see more shine on this side maybe? Yeah, I would say there's a little bit more shine here. I'm gonna back up a little so you can see all of what I'm working with. Versus on this side, it's a little bit more of a flat finish. And as you will have seen in that video, all that's in here is like 95% tap water and a little tiny squirt of my favorite conditioner at the moment. That's it. Shake it up and it is lasting for you a long time, and it's virtually free. I mean, it's free water and conditioner you've already paid for versus $29. I'm not sure it's worth it. I think it's very nice. You guys can see now too, there's a little bit more shine on this side than on this side. The ends are a little bit more of a just kind of a matte finish, if hair can be matte. So I do very much like this. It's giving a real similar finish to what I've already been using. But I think if you have a little extra money in your hair budget, a little more room for a product that is specific for adding shine and helping control your frizz, and you don't want to mess with having to buy bottles and mix your own refreshing spray, this is a good idea. I'm gonna say though that up close, oh my gosh, I think it might be doing a better job on the frizz on this side too. Do we see a little less than we do over here? A little frizz, a teeny bit of frizz. It's not perfect, is it? But yeah, it's noticeable. So I do like this. Oh, okay, $29, but I'm gonna make this one last. The first couple of ingredients are water, capril, triglyceride, propanediol, and alkaline squalene glycerin. There it is. That's where I'm getting that from. That feeling on my fingertips, that's the glycerin. Good stuff. I like it. I would recommend it if you do have a little bit more money to spend in your hair budget, because this is expensive at $29 a bottle, and you can get real similar results making it yourself. I will link the bottles that I use on Amazon, along with a link to where I got this on Curlsmith. Let's check in one more time with that finger curl I did though. It's not providing a lot of hold, but you know what? The shine that I'm getting and just the tiny bit of a little more frizz control, I like it. Curlsmith, you are getting my attention lately, girl. So yeah, guys, if you like this kind of video where it's just a real quick one product review, subscribe, hit the notification bell so YouTube will tell you when I upload a new video, because these are my favorites to film most of the time. Depends on if I've had surgery recently or not. Okay, you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.